Hi, Aries. Welcome back to Lee's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we are going to do a monthly spread for you. Then we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and this new love, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. All right. Okay, here we go. So, the overall energy for this week's reading, Aries, is the Two of Cups. So this card is talking about falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship, forgiveness, and the ending of challenges, exchanging gifts, and don't give up on people you love. So I know a lot of y'all, if that last sentence there, you're like, hell no. Some people you got to give up on, that just can't act right in love. So I get it. I get it. That's just what the card says. But it is talking about, a connection, a strong connection with mutual attraction. Okay. I feel like this is representing you and the new love that's coming through, the soulmate. Okay. Underneath this, we have the King of Wands. Okay. So this card is talking about, taking a leadership role, stepping into the spotlight, public speaking. So a lot of you may be stepping into the spotlight, or this could be your person. Your person could be in the spotlight with this King of Wands card. Okay. Underneath this is the Seven of Wands. I feel like this is you this month trying to protect your energy, trying to protect your inner peace. Okay. So this is about you standing up for yourself and your beliefs. And Spirit is telling you, have confidence in yourself, challenge people in power if that's what you need to do. But also you need to choose your battles wisely. Okay. Underneath that card is the High Priestess. This is Pisces energy. This can talk about the need to listen to your intuition, because your intuition is going to be a very good guiding force in your life, especially this month. Okay. It's saying, just talking about, this is not the time for action, for you to meditate and turn inward to find out what it is you need to do to maneuver and navigate this month. Okay. All right. So we're going to start out by, let me say this. There is the Queen of Cups underneath this. Okay. For me, this is Scorpio. So you may have your soulmate, maybe a Scorpio. Okay. Or have water placements, or this could be you that has the water placements. Okay. But this is also talking about a love offer that's coming with the Knight of Cups. All right. And it's going to be your wish fulfillment. I'm seeing all these cards. I can go all day long. Hold on. So we're going to start by clarifying this Two of Cups here. Give me 1 second. Can you clarify that? Okay. Hold on. Let me get a card for your person. Okay. All right. So you got some secrets going on this month, or for the month of October. Okay. And when I went to clarify what these secrets are, you are starting to have hope about your situation, is what Spirit is saying. So you may have, felt hopeless last month, or even a couple of weeks ago, but I feel like things are now starting to turn. The wheel is turning, and you are moving in the opposite direction and starting to be more positive when it comes to your love life. Okay. Then we've got the Soul Tribe card showing up here. So Spirit is telling you through this Soul Tribe card that you've got some let's try it again. You've got some like-minded people who understand you that are about to start to show up in your life. Okay. And I feel like this is also including the soulmate. Okay. When it comes to your soulmate, we have the Passion card. So this person's got a lot of passion for you. I tell y'all all the time, you are not going to be able to keep your hands off this person. This person is not going to be able to keep their hands off you. Case in point, in the picture in the card. Okay. So Spirit is pretty much clarifying what I tell you all the time about your new person. Okay. All right. So the first card we're going to take a look at for the month of October represents the main theme of the month for you. So you worrying. Okay. You are worrying. You may be dealing with Aquarius, because I was about to call you Aquarius, Aries. Okay. So you're worrying about this situation. Okay, there may be other things you're worrying about as well, but this is a love reading. We're focusing on love. And so you're worried about the state of affairs when it comes to your love life. I feel like you really do want to have hope. You really want to think positively about this situation. But I feel like for a lot of you, this situation has been dragging on a little bit too long for your taste. Okay, so this is about, okay, so Spirit is telling you this fear is unfounded. This is not, a lot of times this card is about, it's worry, it's excessive worry, it's a lot of anxiety. It could talk about, nightmares, sleepless nights, crying, but a lot of it is just in your mind. These are things you're blowing out of proportion, is what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? And that when you think negative thoughts, you have a tendency to attract negative things. So Spirit is trying to correct you, all right? Because we got 2 more days in the month of September before we step off into October. So Spirit is telling you to stop allowing your worry to get out of hand and think positively. Okay. This hope card is showing up for you. I feel like this is the way you want to be. And so whenever this comes up and you feel worried, Spirit is telling you, you need to switch it to hope, because by you sitting in this energy, you're going to continue to draw things to you that you're not wanting. Okay. Because you know what they say, what do they say? Worry is you putting energy and negative thoughts into things that haven't even happened yet. Okay, they haven't happened, but if you continue to think this way, you're perpetuating it. You're creating the possibility that it will happen. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and clarify. Nine of Swords. Yeah. Oh, Aries, I just hate to see these cards when they fall. Hold on one second. Okay, so we've got the heartbreak card that's falling for you. And I feel like, a lot of you are trying to get over what happened with this person. Because like I said, there are people from all different parts of this connection in here. So we got people that have gotten over the twin and they're trying to move towards the soulmate. And then we also have people who have just had their heart broken by the twin and they're trying to recover from it. Okay. So maybe the majority of y'all who are watching today, or maybe there could just be one person that needs to hear this. Okay. You sitting in this heartbreak energy and worrying about your love life, you have to get out of this energy. Okay. I understand this person broke your heart. I understand that, what they did, it was a horrible thing. Okay. You got dragged by this person and mistreated by them and you didn't deserve it. Okay. But this is about learning how to overcome things. And one thing I can tell you, after living on this earth for a long time, I can tell you that the more and more you go through shit, the quicker you learn to get over it. So like me now, I have my times. I had my times in the past when I sat in this energy, but I can also tell you that now nothing lasts as long as it used to. Because when I was younger, I used to sit in this and I would be in it forever. Okay. Because it was like, oh, woe is me. It's the end of the world. My heart is broken, yada, yada, yee. And I'm not saying that it's not a devastating thing when you get your heart broken. But what I'm saying is now, the more and more you learn how to work with pain, how to transmute your pain, what to do with it, it makes it. And then the more and more you love yourself, the easier it becomes to get through things like this. It's not easy. I'm not going to ever sit here and say that this is easy, but it becomes easier. So what Spirit is saying is that, okay, they understand that, you've had your heart broken. They understand that you have been abused and mistreated, and that, this was a test of faith. It was a test. And I know it sucks that you got hurt because, you were having to show Spirit that you learned certain things. But with this card, these two cards, Spirit is saying, you sitting in this energy is going to be to your detriment. It's not going to be something that's going to help you on a positive level. Okay. So that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. You have to have your time to feel heartbroken. And then you have to move along. Cause that's the thing I tell myself. I'm like, okay, if you sitting in this, you having this hard time right now, you got to deal with it and move forward. Because if you don't do that, that's the way this life works. Everything is a mirror. So if you sit in heartbreak, you run the risk of putting yourself in, more situations in the future where you're going to get your heart broken. So that's why you got to get out of it. That's why it's about you healing and moving on. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your new person, okay, they're showing up as the divine masculine. If you're a guy watching this, make it fit this the divine feminine, right? So we also have the marriage card. So this person is wanting to come in and they want to marry you. This is like a serious situation. So if that's not a reason for you to get through this heartbreak and let let go of this worry, I don't know what is. You have somebody coming, and I know life is fucked up sometimes, and it's fucked up that you went through this and had your heart broken when you probably would have been ready to be in a relationship with somebody that's wanting to give you these things. I get that. I understand it, but you also have to remember that you really weren't ready. You may have been ready. You may have felt ready, meaning that you weren't hurt, you weren't in pain, and you were open to a connection. But there were things that you still had to learn and things that you still had to take care of that would have tanked this relationship had you skipped over the twin in order to go straight to this connection. Like I told you, you can't skip steps in this situation. We all want to get to the prize, but you have to, in this situation, nothing is coming for free. You have to earn it. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents the past influences affecting this month. Okay. So we've got the Empress card. This is Taurus Libra energy. Okay. Spirit is talking about that it's time for you to take action. All right. And give birth to your dreams. It's about you going towards your abundance and prosperity. So this is what you got. This is what I'm talking about when I tell you in this energy and you're worrying about things. You have to learn how to take the pain, Aries, from what happened, okay? From what this other person did to you that I still will stand here and tell you I don't feel like you deserved it. You have to learn how to take this pain and put it into other things. That's what I did. As soon as the dude did what he did to me, I said, okay, fuck you. I'm gonna take all of my energy, all of my time, and all of my effort, and I'm gonna put it into my damn channel. That's what I did. So that's why y'all see when I came back on the scene, I was doing all these damn videos and just working. Because as I told y'all in the past, that's my thing. That's how I help myself get over things, is by working. Okay, so you have to figure out what it is you want to do when it comes to your abundance and prosperity. What creative ideas or what business or what job or what career, whatever it is that lights you up in this lifetime. And with this Empress card, you have to put this energy into that. And that's what's going to help you. That's what's going to help you get through this and stop the worrying, the excessive worrying. Because you have to realize at some point we have to trust in the universe and trust in our spiritual team and know that they have our back. Because once you get into this relationship with this new person, you're going to realize why none of this shit worked out in the past. You're going to realize why the last person you were with, this twin, drugged you and did what they did to you, or dragged you and did what they did to you. You're going to understand all of that. But a lot of times when you're going through it, that's when you really need to understand. That's when it's hard and it's difficult for you to move through the situation because you don't. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. So hold on. You got a lot of cards that just fell. But the Empress card is about you putting yourself back together, right? About you getting yourself together and realizing that this is who you really are. Okay. This is who you really are, which makes you a match for this new person that's coming in. Okay. So this is about you, putting on your big girl britches or putting on your big boy drawers and saying, okay, this happened. I'm down, but I'm not out. I'm going to come back. Cause like I always tell you, you can hurt my feelings, but you're not going to break me. Nobody on this motherfucking earth is going to fucking break me. That's the way I look at it. Okay. So that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. It's time for you to pick yourself up, put the pieces back together, Aries. You can do this and move forward. All right. So we got the Spirit Animal card here too. This is talking about you mirroring. Okay. You used to mirror the twin. I feel like right now you are mirroring this new soulmate that's coming in. So they could be going through some stuff just like you are as well, because everybody got to heal. Everybody got to be on the same page to come together. That's why this thing is so intricate. That's why it's not you know, just cut and dry. That's why it's not like that, because it's two different people with two different lives with all these experiences trying to come together and be in a relationship. So think about that from the not, I was about to say the soulmate perspective, but not from the soulmate perspective, but from the spiritual team's perspective. They got a difficult job, okay? Because you done been through all this stuff with this person. Your soulmate been through all this stuff with the person that they were with. And, you know, they got to try to get all the both of you lined up with all these things that you've been through in order to come together like this. All right. Okay, so Spirit is telling you, focus on your mission. Focus on what it is that you came here to do with this mission card, okay? Because that's what's, like I said, those are the things, distracting yourself with your glow up. That's what's going to help you get through this situation, all right? All right, let me get I did get the card. I already got the card. So for your soulmate, they're going to be coming in. There's a possibility they're going to be coming in with a confession, wanting to tell you the truth, okay? Because I told you, for a lot of you, this person already knows who you are. They're already in love with you. They watch you. And with this confession card, I feel like they're getting tired of like hiding and not being honest. And, you know, they're wanting to get, you know, they're preparing themselves to come on in, is what I feel like. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents the roadblocks for this month. So balance. Okay. Because this is the King of Cups. For me, it is Cancer. Okay. Like I said, this could mean you may have water placements, your person may have, or you both may have. Okay. This is talking about, you know, with balance, you become very trustworthy, an honorable person. Not saying you weren't before, but it makes you more so of that, because you have both sides of your personality balanced out. Okay. The logic and the emotion, also the light and dark sides. Okay. So it's talking about, you know, somebody you can trust. You become somebody trustworthy, therefore you attract someone trustworthy, that type of thing. So the roadblock this month for you to get to where you're trying to get to and get through this situation, to learn how to trust again, learn how to love again, have the type of relationship you want to have, it's about you balancing yourself out with this King of Cups here. Okay. All right, let's clarify. All right. Okay, this is what you got here. This guilt wounds card is what's showing up. This is something that needs to be worked on, okay? It says feel sorry, uses guilt to manipulate, afraid to set boundaries, okay? You got to be able to set boundaries in a relationship, even with this new person, with the soulmate, okay? Because I told you, it's human nature for people to see how far they can push you, like, you know, what you're gonna accept and what you're not gonna accept. And I know damn well, Aries, you not finna let nobody push you, you know, where you don't want to go. Cause I grew up around a lot of Aries. I got two sisters that are Aries, and I got a couple of cousins that I grew up with that are Aries as well. So I know Aries very well. Okay. And I know that this is something that you got to make sure you got on lock. All right. You got to get rid of these guilt wounds. Stop feeling sorry. Don't let people manipulate you, so on and so forth, because this is about you standing your ground so you can have the type of people in your life that you want. Because like Spirit is telling you, your soul tribe is coming. Okay. All right. When it comes to your person, we got lack mentality here. So this person, you know, they may be afraid on some level to step to you. Okay. Because they may be intimidated by you. Okay. Because you're a very strong individual, or you all are very strong individuals. So a lot of times that can come off intimidating, right? Because you're not taking shit off of people, right? And a lot of people they don't know how to deal with that. Okay. Unless you're a Scorpio. Scorpios know how to deal with it. But anyway, so with this lack mentality card, you know, this person, you know, they've got some shoring up and things that they've got to do as well. This is just to let you know, Spirit is letting you know that you are not the only person that has things, you know, got to come to Jesus and got certain things they got to work on too. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at is the possibilities for the month. So we've got the ego card here. This is talking about, this is like the devil, the equivalent of the devil. So it's saying the illusion of being trapped. Spirit is telling you to accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Okay. It can also talk about addictions or unhealthy habits. So whatever it is If you got some type of addiction, because like I told you, it don't have to be illicit drugs. It don't have to be, alcohol. It don't have to be something that is, looked down upon or seen as taboo. Okay. Like me, I told you, I'm a workaholic. That's something I had to like constantly keep my eye on, because some days I come sit down at this table and I want to fucking read all day, and spirit is like, oh no, you're not gonna do that. Okay. So it's something I have to constantly reel myself back, because I love to work. This is not work for me. Okay. I enjoy it. I sit down, the time passes by, I don't know where it went. But with this ego card, spirit is telling you, you got to figure out what your addictions are, and you got to reel that shit in. And it's also, this thing here, the illusion of being trapped. You are not trapped in your situation, Aries. Okay. Look at the picture. Look at the angel coming in and shooting the chains, and this person being free. Okay. It's a mental thing. All right. You're mentally believing that you are, but you're really not trapped in this situation. You got to keep working on yourself and healing yourself, and you will get out of this situation. All right. Okay. Let's clarify. Okay. So your person is working on their stability at this time. Like I told you, they got some, limiting beliefs or some things that they've got to deal with that lack mentality card. When it comes to you, this is about you getting clarity, gaining clarity about your situation. So this is about you, being able to see people, places, and things clearly for what they truly are. All right. Seeing this twin for what they are, that they're, a toxic human being who only wants to get in your pants and does not want to have a relationship with you. Okay. And is willing to manipulate you and walk all over you and do whatever it is that they've got to do in order to make that happen. Okay. Then we've got inspiration. Okay. So this is about you finding your inspiration, being inspired so you can work on your mission, work on what lights you up, focus on your abundance, and bring in your prosperity. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we are going to take a look at what's going on exclusively with your person. Let's see what comes up. Okay. Okay. I need 3 cards, Spirit. If you could just tell me what's going on with Aries' person, please. The soulmate, the new person. Okay. Okay, well, they gave me 4. All right. Okay, when it comes to your person, overall energy, we've got the unjust card, blame and guilt. So it's the justice card reversed, it's Libra energy. So this is about your person feeling like they got the short end of the stick in whatever connection they were in. This is about them and how they felt with whatever relationship they were in previous to what's going on now. Okay. So they're learning how to step back into their independent energy with the 9 of coins card, because this person may have tried to tear them down just like your twin tried to tear you down. Because remember, I told you the both of you are mirroring. Okay. Even if they weren't in a twin flame connection, they were in something where this person like was abusive. The other person, their person was abusive and did not treat them right, took them for granted. Okay. Then we've got the high priestess here. Okay. This is about them. They're tapped in. They are an empath just like you are. So it's no narcissist empath thing going on with the two of y'all. It's 2 empaths together. So this person's tapped in too. They're listening to their intuition on how to move through this situation. Okay. And they're trying to figure out how to get back to the vulnerable state I feel like they were in when they were in the relationship with this person, because this person, like I said, manipulated them, and they may have inner child wounding that they've got to deal with as well. All right. But like I said, this connection, that they were in, the connection that you were in for both of you was a test of faith. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me clarify real quick. Yeah. See, there's the overindulgence card again. This is why they're overindulging. Okay. They're trying to put themselves back together after what happened with this other person. Okay. Just like you trying to get over your heartbreak, they're trying to get over there. See how you, the two of you mirror? I told you you do. All right. So we've got the first card is the Five of Cups reversed. So you see it says overcoming despair. This person is learning how to, put the pieces back together, pick themselves up, and move on from what happened in this previous relationship. Okay. They may be sending you messages through music. Okay. Then we've got the Death card reversed here. All right. Showing up here, Scorpio energy again. So somebody's got Scorpio placements in this situation, you or your person, or the both of you. So because Scorpio showed up before, so this is talking about internal changes. So I feel like they're purging, they're letting go of a lot of things and trying to move forward to get ready to come towards you. And then they're worried too. There's the Nine of Swords for them as well. Okay, so the both of you are right now, to be honest, you're like licking your wounds, okay, trying to heal yourselves. And so neither one of you is ready to be in a connection with each other yet, because at this point it wouldn't even go anywhere, because you heartbroken and this person is heartbroken too, and feeling like they were mistreated, which I feel like for both of you that's what happened. But you both have to put yourselves back together before any of this can go down. Okay. So we got the Four of Coins here. This is talking about, holding yourself back, emotionally. So this person is still holding themselves back because they're still hurt by what happened. And that's normal, but it's going to take a little time until, y'all can get yourselves back together. But see, they're wanting reconciliation. Okay. Because this is a past life connection. That's why reconciliation is coming up again, because you've done other lives with this person. So they're wanting to come together with you in this lifetime. Again, there's lack mentality. You heard me shuffle the cards, right? These cards are coming out again because that's what's going on with your person. So they're learning how to step back into their warrior mode, into their warrior energetic identity, so that they can come at you the right way. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from Spirit. Then we'll get some messages from your person. Okay, so the first card that fell, it says unavailable. This person is unable to give you all you deserve at this time. Spirit is talking about at this time, because this person is going through stuff just like you are. And I feel like Spirit is talking about both of y'all. Both of y'all at this time are not ready to be in a connection. Okay, you're headed towards each other, I feel like, slowly, but I'm glad Spirit gave me the idea to do this, because you need to see what is going on with your person too, and understand that it's not just you, because you may feel like you're ready, but we just saw, right, that you're going through heartbreak. You're trying to lick your wounds. You're trying to mend certain things, and so you got to be open and you got to be ready, Aries, to be in a relationship. And so this is person. So you both have to give each other grace. Okay. There's the Marriage card again. It says this relationship is moving towards a sacred union. All right. And then we've got acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. So this is about both of you learning how to accept that, yeah, you got dragged. Yes, it sucked. No, you didn't deserve it, but it happened. Okay. You got to take your lessons, let it go, let everything else go, and move on. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from your person. Okay, here we go. It says love. I want to make love to you, which you have never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known. Your touch, your voice really heals me. So like I said, when you come together, the two of you are going to heal each other. You're going to be a healing force in each other's lives and help the other person to get over whatever was left over from what they didn't heal from when they were, you know, in the connections with these other people, like the connection you were in and the connection they were in. Okay. All right. Let me get another one. Okay. Then we've got, my body is ruined for you. No one else will do. Nothing else compares. Just the thought of you sends me over the edge. So I told you, y'all gonna be grabbing and groping and not wanting to keep your hands off of each other. And this person is telling you, once the two of you get together, it's gonna be a situation where you ain't gonna want to be with nobody else. Okay. All right. Okay, we've got, you don't realize how perfect you are to me. Okay, so this person sees you, you are the one. Like I told you, marriage has come up twice. This person is not messing around, but they know that they cannot come to you the way that they are right now. Broken is the word that comes through that's going through my head. But I don't feel like, you know, they're a broken person, but some of the things that have happened to them, I told you, they got to pick up the pieces. That's what Spirit keeps saying. They need to pick up the pieces and put themselves back together. I don't feel like they're broken, like, oh God, it's the end of the world. They're never going to be able to fix themselves. But they went through some things that may have chipped at their identity. Okay. And they got to fix it. Okay. Then we've got, I want to make you mine. So that's what this person is about. But unlike the twin, where the twin realized they had to level up to get to you and they don't want to do it, this person is focused on doing that. They're focused on stepping back into their warrior energy so that they can prepare for you. Okay. All right. So we're going to get this, the Lover's Oracle. We're going to get a Lover's Oracle and then I'm going to let you go. Give me 1 second. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so we got two that fell. It says transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Okay, this is the back of the card. Here's the message. Okay, so you're both going through a transformation. You're going from, you know, the heartbroken people that you were into somebody, transforming into someone who is ready, open, willing, loving, ready to have a healthy relationship with another person. Okay. Then we've got this card, okay? And it says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love, okay? All right, Aries, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Aries.